So today I wanted to show you guys a very realistic day that's not so perfect. Hello, Suki baby. Oh my God. Stop it. And everyone loves to show you what it's like to be at the top. Everyone likes to show you what it's like to be the captain of the ship. But no one really shows you what it's like to dig yourself out of a pit or to barely keep your head above water. I'm gonna show you what it's like to stop a rut from happening before it happened. I'm basically at this point on my way into falling into a rut, and I'm gonna stop it from happening. I'm gonna show you how to do the same thing. Good morning. I'm in my office right now because this is where I keep my phone. I don't keep my phone next to where I sleep. I keep it in the office. If my alarm goes off, I have to get up and walk all the way into the office to turn it off. So that is why I'm in here this morning. So today I wanted to show you guys a very realistic day that's not so perfect. Hello, Suki baby. Oh my God. Stop it. Suki, not my slipper. Don't take it out of my slipper. I'm sorry. Come here, baby girl. I'm so sorry. So I've seen a lot of that girl videos, and I didn't know what that girl was because I don't spend my time on TikTok. Sorry, I just don't. No judgment if you do, but TikTok was designed to make you addicted to it and shorten your attention span. And the dopamine receptors in your brain are so stimulated when you're on TikTok, it can actually damage your neurons. But that's beside the point. It's not what this video is about. The point is, I saw a lot of YouTube videos about that girl, and they're all talking about how on TikTok it's this craze. I was like, well, what exactly is that girl? And basically it's about doing all the things I've been doing for the past 10 years. So I love Gen Z. Regardless, that girl is about being healthy, productive. You know, there's a certain aesthetic to it. You know, waking up early, living your best life, taking care of yourself, which are all amazing things. They really are. And I'm glad it's a trend. You know, that's beautiful. Women especially should be striving to be their very best every day. It's kind of what I preach. That's kind of what my business is all about. It's helping women become, well, essentially that girl. So I feel like, you know, that girl, or the image of that girl, has it all together. She is just put together, has her life together. Everything is perfect, right? Well, I wanted to give you guys a different perspective of that girl, right? Especially because you probably see a lot of that girl looking a certain way, right? Let's not lie about it. It's kind of like a copy-paste look that we see. So I wanted to give you guys a different perspective, not just on how that girl can physically look, but also wanted to show you that every day is not perfect. You know, a lot of days I wake up, I do my morning routine flawlessly, and I have a very productive day. And other days I struggle, you know, just like any other normal human being. But as we know, social media is a highlight reel of the best moments and the best versions of ourselves. And everyone loves to show you what it's like to be at the top. Everyone likes to show you what it's like to be the captain of the ship. But no one really shows you what it's like to dig yourself out of a pit or to barely keep your head above water, you know? Because we don't start off at the top. We don't start off as the captain of the ship. You know, especially for me, after I lost my brother in 2016. Before then, I was always into health and fitness and nutrition. I've been in the fitness industry for over 10 years. I've seen the ins and outs of the fitness industry and surrounding areas. That's what really drew me to health and fitness and true wellness, true health, true nutrition, true mental well-being. So after I lost my brother, you know, a lot of things, basically I fell into a pit. I was in a very deep depression for a long time, and I was kind of just drifting through life. And when I finally picked myself out of that and I finally began to heal and grow and really just enthrall myself and really dive in to self-development and learning how to manage and cope with, you know, the trauma that I experienced, and working in the mental health field and helping others do that for themselves, and working alongside clinicians and therapists, and really having a deep understanding of mental health, you know, and working with all different types of diagnosis, face-to-face, one-on-one. I learned how to cope with what I was going through and to live my best life and how to thrive, you know, despite what I've been through. But even though I feel like I'm at a good place now, a much better place than I was before, I still have really off days. Depression is something that needs to be managed, like something kind of like a chronic illness or pain. It's not a disease that you treat and it just goes away forever. You know, this is something that, you know, I will have to continue to be on top of for the rest of my life. You know, despite all those things and having my routine together and eating healthy and working out and having a therapist and working on myself and working on my business and doing all the things I want to do and being on top of things and being productive and living that girl life, I still have days where I fall into a pit and I have to dig myself out of it. And that's what happened to me yesterday, which is why I decided to film this video to show you what it's like to recover from that, you know, because we all don't just wake up and are feeling perfect and go do these perfect things. I'm gonna show you what it's like to stop a rut from happening before it happens. You know, because I'm basically at this point on my way into falling into a rut, and I'm gonna stop it from happening, and I'm gonna show you how to do the same thing. So when you feel yourself slipping, or if you're in the state that I'm in or worse right now, hopefully some of these things I show you can help you, and then you can be your version of that girl. So because yesterday was a rough day and I dealt with a lot of negative emotion, a lot of negative self-talk, and a lot of negative thoughts in general, I feel exhausted today. You know, I woke up feeling groggy, don't feel energetic, don't feel great. So this is what I do when I feel very groggy. I wake myself up. I'm only gonna do what I feel is necessary without overwhelming myself or pushing myself too much. Let's start off with my shower. I like to take cold showers. You're probably like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. But let me explain first. So cold showers are very beneficial for multiple reasons. In fact, it's actually quite good for you to do contrast bath therapy. So contrast bath therapy is going from hot water to ice cold water and going back and forth. And what this does is it promotes blood flow and blood circulation throughout the body, so that you are pumping more blood, and it can reduce muscle soreness, which I know is big for a lot of people. And if you want to know how to reduce muscle soreness, I actually have a whole video on that, and I will link it right here. And so contrast bath therapy is another way to reduce muscle soreness. It's also great if you have inflammation or injury, and it's great for your mental health as well. So I use this to wake myself up in the morning. So not only am I reducing muscle soreness, relaxing the muscles, and getting the blood flowing and the blood pumping, you know, which is going to create more energy for myself, mentally and physically, I'm waking myself up. Like, it literally wakes me up and all the grogginess is gone. So if you have a hard time waking up in the morning, you have a hard time waking up early, start yourself off in hot water and a hot shower. And then when you're done doing all of your shower activities, all of your beautiful self-care shower routine, then turn that bad boy all the way to the cold and stand in the cold for as long as you can tolerate. And every time you do it, you'll be able to tolerate it more and more and more. Whew. Okay, now I'm awake. But first, we must use body butter. Just kind of got to do it. By the way, the sugar scrub is excellent for waking yourself up because the peppermint and the eucalyptus is so stimulating. Like, I feel all of my skin tingling right now. If you're looking for something to really wake you up in the morning and make you feel alive, the sugar scrub is really good at, you know, just making you feel more alert. If you're like saying to yourself, there's no way I'm gonna sit in cold water even for a second, Coach Victoria, there's no way I'm gonna do it, then the sugar scrub might be a good option for you. This is what a little crazy lady looks like. Crazy. Right, so usually I start off with my breath work and my hatha poses. But today I started off with my skincare routine. Why? Just because that's what felt right. That's just what I felt like doing. So cheers, mate. Time for morning water. Let's do our breath work because it's time now. But first I have to set the mood. I'm gonna light my candles, turn on my diffuser. In fact, let's set up our diffuser together. Let's do it together. Let's make a concoction together. So eucalyptus is great for your respiratory system. That's one of the main benefits of it. So because I'm going to be doing some deep breath work right now, I'm going to definitely use some of this so all of this can enter my respiratory system, really cleanse me out, bring out any mucus. So lavender is very good for calming of the nerves, reducing stress, reducing anxiety, calming, helping to activate that parasympathetic nervous system so that we can stop producing those stress hormones. So lavender is really great for reducing anxiety. So lemongrass, that's the next one we're going to use, and it is a big one that we're going to use today because it's great for relieving that mental exhaustion, that nervous system exhaustion. Because like I said, yesterday was a rough day. I had a lot of negative self-talk, negative emotions that I was feeling, and that is very draining. That is emotionally, mentally draining, and it puts a lot of strain on your nervous system, and lemongrass helps relieve that. So we're going to put a lot of that in here today. All of these essential oils that I've mentioned so far are in the Spa and Party product line. We use high quality essential oils in all of our products, so you're going to get all the benefits of these essential oils in your everyday skincare, self-care routine. Essential oils are a big part of my life because they work, because they help improve the quality of your life. So next one we're going to use is rosemary, another one of my favorites. It's great for memory recall. It's great for focus and concentration. This is what I always have pumping in my office because you need to be focused and you need to have good memory recall while you're working. I put it in here so I can get my mind right, so I can have a productive day. If you deal with depression and anxiety, it's hard to focus. One of the hardest things to do when you're dealing with depression and anxiety or just negative emotions in general is focus. It's so hard to focus. So this is a very powerful way to activate the mind. Okay. So I usually start off with hatha poses. I don't know if I'm gonna do any. I might do some hip openers actually. Hip openers are great for releasing emotions. So we carry all of our emotions in our womb space. So it's really good to do some deep hip openers because it's literally releasing all that emotional tension, all that emotional baggage that we're carrying. Let me get closer because of the loud landscaping people. So as I was saying, hip openers are great because we carry a lot of emotions. In fact, we carry all of our emotions in our womb space, especially as women. So hip openers are great for releasing all that emotional tension and all that emotional baggage that we carry around. You know, we carry around not only our own emotions, but we pick up on other people's emotions as well. And sometimes we're carrying and holding on to energy and emotions that don't even belong to us. So it's really great to do these poses and to do these exercises to release all of that, because you're kind of like flushing it out. You're like flushing the toilet and get all the crap out. So always set an intention before you start your practices. I'm setting the intention on emotional release so I can let go of all those things, all those negative emotions and feelings that I was carrying with me yesterday. And we're going to hit the reset button. I just feel like total bliss right now. I feel really relaxed and I feel very alert and I feel very, I have a lot of clarity right now. And that's why I love breathwork so much, because it gives you that clarity that you need to start your day. You can't start your day with a foggy head, you know? So I have to start my day off with breathwork regardless of how I feel. Now I can really start my day. I love breathwork. I really do. It's changed my life, you know. God has given us his breath. Like, he has breathed life into us. And our breath is the most powerful tool that we have. Our breath is the essence of God. And it is our most powerful tool to heal ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually. And we are so disconnected from it, we don't even know or realize to utilize it. And I really want to encourage you to utilize the breath, you know, that life force, you know, what people call prana, that life force that dwells within us. That is what I believe to be the essence of God, his breath that he breathed into us that gave us life. And that powerful source of the Creator is what makes us powerful. And we are so much more powerful than we realize. And we have fallen so far away from our own power. And, you know, it's up to us to take it back and to realize, you know, that it exists and to be grateful for it, you know, to thank God for it and to use it. If someone gave you a brand new luxury car, the most expensive car that man could create, you wouldn't just let it sit in a garage. Think of your breath as that. Think of it as a powerful tool. Think of it as an amazing luxury item that you have that has been given to you. So what I have here is some sea moss, some burdock root, and some bladderwrack. All these are amazing, powerful herbs that have many benefits. It's great for detoxing the blood, your thyroid, your joints, your skin, your digestive system, your mental health as well. And it's great for energy. These are 3 very powerful herbs that I like to start my day off with. A nice quick little shot. So because it's so late and I have to get started on my day, I will not be juicing today. So I'm just gonna pick up on juicing again tomorrow. That's why I love my herb shots, because it's a much quicker, faster way to get your nutrients in without having to pull the juicer out. So I'm going to do some journaling, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to contradict or battle the negative self-talk that I had yesterday, and I'm going to be doing a neuro-linguistic programming technique that fights off negative self-talk and negative belief systems that you have. So if you're having a self-limiting belief like I was dealing with yesterday, this is a great way to stop it in its tracks and rewrite your belief systems. So I actually did it yesterday, and it helped a lot because I was really spiraling out of control, and it helped me a lot yesterday. So I'm just gonna do some quick journaling and show you a little bit of that. So now that we have done some journaling, we've done our morning routine, we've allowed our body to go through the elimination cycle, now we can put something fibrous into our body. I'm gonna have breakfast, and it's not gonna be some beautiful, aesthetic, elaborate breakfast as I usually do, because I don't feel like cooking an elaborate, aesthetic, beautiful breakfast today. So we're having cereal. So this is my cereal. I get it from Costco. It's actually quite delicious. It's made with real almonds, pumpkin seeds, cranberries, and dried cherries. Dried cranberries and dried cherries, which are all amazing for you. This is a really good cereal. If you're gonna have cereal, this is the type of cereal you should have. They have some amazing gluten-free cereals. Unfortunately, this one is not gluten-free, so guilty on not eating gluten-free cereal, sorry. But it's a really tasty cereal. Okay, it's time to finally do some work. Gotta do some work around here too, you know. So I have my rosemary and lavender and eucalyptus going in my diffuser. And I have my top 3 for this week and my top 3 for today. So that is how I like to do my to-do lists. I like to have a top 3 for the week and a top 3 for the day. And then I have my longer term goals. And that is my goal setting method that I talk about in more detail in this video here. I'll link it here. And that is just a really clean, crisp, clear way that is not overwhelming, so that you can actually get things done and not be, you know, frozen by, you know, a large list of things. Okay, 2 things for my midday routine, I guess. Well, it's not really a routine. I'm going to make a cup of tea, and I'm going to get on with my therapist. Yesterday I had scheduled a session with my therapist because I was having such a rough day. Today we're going to have a session. It's better to have a set schedule with your therapist so that things like this don't happen, because usually if you stay on top of it, you won't slip. But sometimes it's not always easy. It's very, very, very important for you to talk to a therapist, talk to a professional, talk to someone who is qualified in mental health in some aspect. She is a registered clinician. She's great. And even though today is a lot better, I still want to process everything that happened yesterday and process everything that's going on with me right now, and really make sure I stay on top of my mental health. You know, it's just, mental health is something you have to stay on top of. So I hope, you know, this insight I gave to you into my life after a really bad day, and then today not being such a perfect day, but you know, like today I didn't feel perfect, I didn't feel great, but I worked through it and I got myself feeling a lot better than I was feeling. And now I feel like I'm at a place where I'm good, I'm refocused, I've taken back my clarity, I've taken back my power, I feel good, I feel empowered, I feel clear and focused, and I feel happy, you know? I'm gonna finish up, you know, some work and continue my day. Do my workout later, because I don't always work out in the morning. A lot of times I work out in the afternoon or even sometimes the evening. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I sincerely hope this was something that resonated with you on some level, and I hope that the tools that I used and spoke of can be tools that you can implement in your own life to help you on your journey. And I love you. You are so beautiful inside and out, and you're capable of all things. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.